Hey everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we're at Disneyland for another construction update. What rides are closed, what restaurants are closed around the Disneyland Resort in the month of November. That's what we're here to tell you, so let's get going. And our first bit of construction news is right behind me, actually. Take a look at this. They've got snow and icicles on the castle already. We still do have the Disney 100 medallion up there, some Disney 100 banners up in the front. But Halloween isn't even over yet. It's actually Monday, October 30th when I'm filming this, but we already have some Christmas stuff. In years past, the transformation would take place overnight between October 31st and November 1st, but they are getting a jump on the gun already here this year. We've got Christmas stuff up over the Frontierland sign too. But over here is still some Halloween decorations. First, we're gonna go to the Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. As is tradition, almost anytime I come to Disneyland by myself without my family, I start off the morning with a cinnamon roll here at the Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe. I sit at this table right here, and I have actually met several folks that just walk by here as I'm sitting and eating. So if you want to look for a good place to try to find me, I mean, I only come up once a week, and even then I'm not always by myself. So can't guarantee it. But if you want to look for me, check out these tables right here, between 8 and 8:15. The reason I don't usually come here when I'm with my family is because my kids love rides, and so we're always rope dropping attractions rather than taking the morning slow and getting some breakfast. That cinnamon roll is always so delicious. One of my favorite items to get for breakfast here at the Disneyland Resort. Highly recommend that you get it. It's really, you're not going to be disappointed. Now we're just going to jump straight into our construction update. We're going to walk around the park and point out construction. Not going to have the camera on the whole time, just whenever it's necessary. But we're starting off in Adventureland. First up is Indiana Jones, which is set to have its second closure since its massive refurb earlier on in the year. Thankfully, this one is expected. I saw online that this usually happens every single year. It'll be closing on Monday, November 27th, and reopening on December 1st. That's a Friday, so just a few days as it goes through its regular little maintenance touch-up before the core of the Christmas season hits. This ride has routinely been plagued with a lot of technical difficulties, and even after the refurb, that it hasn't totally escaped that. Even the last time that I was here, Indiana Jones was closed for about 4 hours in the morning because of these problems. So I'm hoping that they're going to address this. That way, it at least during the Christmas season is able to operate at a bit higher efficiency. Next up is the long-awaited Adventureland Treehouse. Check this out, we have some movement. Very nearly ready to open. It was just announced that the Adventureland Treehouse would be opening on Friday, November 10th with the Christmas season. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to see exactly all what is involved here. They have announced that the theme of this Adventureland Treehouse is the Swiss Family Robinson. It says that right over here. Welcome to the Adventureland Treehouse, inspired by Walt Disney's Swiss Family Robinson. This was previously a Tarzan theme, but now it will pay homage to Walt Disney's original Swiss Family Robinson treehouse that he built back in 1962. In fact, when they opened the treehouse in Walt Disney World, it was also a Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. So now the Disneyland treehouse will more closer mimic its Magic Kingdom counterpart on the East Coast. As we previously reported, the Mark Twain Riverboat is still in dry dock here in Frontierland. And according to the refurb schedule, which only goes out 6 weeks, as of December 10th, it is still listed to be closed. There is no known reopening date still for the Mark Twain Riverboat. Fortunately, just across the way, the sailing ship Columbia is still in operation, and so you can get your fix riding around the rivers of America. There's really not much difference, a little bit of difference in the audio on the attraction, but the sights are going to be the same. There are no known closures in New Orleans Square, Critter Country, or Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, except of course Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That's one's a given, but everything else is operating as expected. And so we're not going to really show anything in those, but we're still going to walk around and look for construction walls. And it looks like we have one here at the Disneyland Railroad. Here we have those construction walls on the other side of the train tracks, so it won't actually affect your enjoyment of the ride. Just be aware that they do have some construction walls and scaffolding up over here. They're going to be doing some work on that building. I think I might have seen this last month as well, so this isn't new. The work continues. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It is the easiest and cheapest way to support the channel. But if you'd like it to take it a step further, I just launched memberships here on the channel. You can click the join button if you are visiting the channel page from a desktop, or go down in the description below and you can click that, become a member, and you will get perks such as priority reply to comments, exclusive community only posts, you'll get member badges, as well as exclusive emojis. Additionally, if we get 30 people to join our membership, we'll start doing live streams here on the channel a little bit more frequently, maybe once or twice a month. The more people we get, the more times we'll do live streams, and I hope you guys will consider it. Thanks, and your support means the world to me. Just gonna pop the camera on as we walk by Tiana's Bayou Adventure here. You can sneak a peek at what's going on. Not a whole lot that we can see, not a whole lot of progress, but I'm sure they are making progress. Even Hungry Bear Restaurant already has some Christmas decor up. You know, I never, ever see construction walls up here in Batu. And I think one of the reasons that might be the case is because when they designed Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they put all of the rides in buildings out of sight, and everything on the outside is more or less just facade, something to look at, something to take pictures with, because they probably wanted it so that it wasn't marred by construction walls and cranes. So anytime they have to do like ride fixtures or restaurant updates, everything is behind scenes. And I think that's really, really awesome. In a recent restaurant exclusive souvenir video, I neglected to mention the thermal detonator Coke bottles that you can find at Galaxy's Edge. And one of you guys reminded me. But also, as I was just walking by, I saw a family with some of them, and the dad said, "Now when you're done with those, don't throw them away. I want to put them in my bag." You tell them, Dad, keep them. Put some black sand in them like I did. Stick them on your bookshelf. They're awesome souvenirs. No construction walls or refurbishments planned for the main core here of Fantasyland, but that doesn't mean that Fantasyland is immune to the refurb schedule this month. It's a Small World is already closed as it makes its transition from the standard It's a Small World to It's a Small World holiday, which will kick off on November 10th for the holiday season. They have to change all the lights on the outside. If you've ever been here at night, it is white lights all on the outside, and then at Christmas time, it is colored Christmas lights. And the inside of the ride gets completely a makeover as well. Lots and lots of Christmas decor. We'll be sure to go and ride it once it reopens for you. As I zoom in and take a look here, those do look like colored lights to me. They wouldn't be able to produce white light, therefore I am assuming that they do have to change out all of the lights here on the outside facade. Oh look, it's drained right now. Next up, let's head into Mickey's Toontown. Well, this is not supposed to be here. The Centennial Park refurbishment was supposed to be over today, and this area was supposed to be open again. But it looks like they did go ahead and proceed with closing Goofy's How to Play Yard on schedule, because this area was supposed to like play swaps here with Centennial Park. So when Centennial Park reopened, Goofy's How to Play Yard was supposed to close. That way both of them weren't closed at the same time. Goofy's How to Play Yard behind me is supposed to be closed, which it is, today, Monday, October 30th, through a Friday, November 10th, opening for the Christmas season. Of course, this entire area, Mickey's Toontown, just had a huge refurbishment earlier on in the year, but when they reopened it, there were some unexpected issues that they just didn't anticipate when they added in some new features, and so they're making adjustments to those features. They also removed some, like, within a month of opening Toontown, and now they're in the process of putting those back and making them better and removing the issues that they had. So those are going on here at Centennial Park and Goofy's How to Play Yard. Those construction walls do include Donald's Duck Pond, and so it goes all the way over to Chip 'n Tail's Gadget Coaster, but that ride remains open, as do the meet and greet for Mickey's House and Minnie's House. Once again, Centennial Park was supposed to have already been reopened, so I expect this to open any day now, but do not be surprised if the construction wall is still here when you come, but hopefully it won't be. Next, we've moved on to Tomorrowland, and something that I saw pop up on the schedule this month on the refurb calendar or events calendar is the Disney Dance Party. We have a holiday dance party coming, and those dance parties take place right here on the Tomorrowland stage. That portion right there can actually rise up, and then they do a whole bunch of stuff here. It takes place 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Now, in the past, the dance parties have only been on weekends, but the calendar makes it look like it's going to be every single day during the holiday season. You can come down here on the dance floor and enjoy the dance party that way, or dine at Galactic Grill, and you can get a view of the party from the tables. It's a little early yet to say this with 100% certainty, but in the past, Galactic Grill has offered specialty exclusive food items that are only available during dance party hours, so after 7 p.m. So check their menu if you are here during a dance party day and see if they have anything special. Space Mountain has been down for the last month and a half, but as of just a few days ago, it has reopened. And I'm told that there are some new special projections on the attraction. So we're gonna go ride it and see if that's true. Here on the outside of the hull of the spaceship is SMS 077. That's because in 1977, Space Mountain had its debut here at Disneyland. And down there on the underside of the hull is DL05 because the last major refurbishment was in 2005. Most of the riding on the attractions here at Disneyland have hidden meanings like that. Space Mountain, how I've missed you. I am so glad to have it back. And yep, yes, there were some projections on there. Nothing like earth-shattering or groundbreaking on the attraction. Just a few, 3 noticeable spots. One as you're coming up the lift hill, and then 2 other spots where they've got some galaxies. They're bright, they're vivid, definitely newer projections. Just to, I guess, add something to look at. And our last ride closure here at the Disneyland Park is Astro Orbiter. Astro Orbiter is set to close on Monday, November 27th alongside Indiana Jones, but as of the time of this filming and the refurb calendar goes out 6 weeks, it is not set to reopen as of December 11th. So there's no known reopening date online. I couldn't even find any information about why this is closing. It's actually rather unusual for Astro Orbiter to go down. So this must be something that they need to update or fix, maybe something necessary for the continued well-being of the ride. Whatever the case may be, expect Astro Orbiter to go down on November 27th and be closed at least a couple of weeks, if not longer. As for parades and fireworks, the Christmas Fantasy Parade will make its return to Disneyland Park on Friday, November 10th for the start of the Christmas season. Now, the previous parade, Magic Happens, ended its run around October 15th, and during that time it was only running 1 performance per day during the weekdays, 2 performances on the weekends. The Christmas Fantasy Parade, however, will run 2 performances per day, one at 3:30 and one at 6:30 every single day, weekday or weekend, through the holiday season. Speaking of Magic Happens, there has been some concern that Magic Happens is gone for good, but as far as I'm aware, it will be making its return after the holiday season. Also starting on Friday, November 10th is the Believe in Magic Fireworks Spectacular, which takes place right here behind the castle on Main Street. You can see it from other places around the park as well, but a new fireworks show coming for the holiday season. The Halloween Screams fireworks show ends on October 31st, and in between that we have Mickey's Mix and Magic. On the weekends it will have fireworks, and during the week it will feature projections. That is the intermediary show that's going to happen here between Halloween and Christmas. Of course, that is barring any wind. There is a high wind advisory today, and though you can't tell it right at this moment, it has been pretty windy in the park here today. And during high windy conditions, they do not run fireworks because of the chance of ash and things blowing into areas they don't want it to. So just be aware that fireworks do not run if it's especially windy. Let's go ahead and hop on over to Disney California Adventure now. Remember, I am filming this October 30th, so some Halloween decorations are still going to be up. Side note, but I absolutely love my Magic Band. My Magic Band just scans me into the park without having to get my phone out. It's just watching all the people trying to deal with swiping all the time to show all their tickets on their account and get those scanned. The Magic Bands are just so easy, especially if you come a lot. But even if you don't come a lot, Magic Band Pluses, which are these ones, are useful at Disneyland, Walt Disney World, and Aulani, soon coming to the Disney Cruise Line. They're useful everywhere. So if you love Disney and you go lots of Disney places, one Magic Band works in all of them. If you'd like to learn more about Magic Band Plus, I will put a link down in the description to my guide. Shows you everything that you can do at Disneyland with Magic Band Plus. First up, we have Schmoozies, which is still closed as of Monday, October 30th. The refurb calendar has it set to open on Friday, November 3rd, but it has already been moved twice before, so I'm not hopeful that this is going to open on November 3rd. But whatever the case may be, they have had plenty of time to get fixed what is in there. So it may open on November 3rd, but don't be surprised if it doesn't. Next up, we find Incredicoaster on the refurb calendar. It is scheduled to close on Monday, November 27th, and reopen on Friday, December 1st.
Hold on! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
A much longer refurb is needed. In fact, the last time that we were here, that ride closed for a few hours, and I saw some cast members or maintenance staff observing the supports on the attraction. That is not the type of thing that they can fix in just a couple of days. My guess is this is just a little touch-up to help it get through the Christmas holiday season, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see it go down for a longer duration in the new year, based on what I was seeing. But this does appear to probably just be an annual touch-up, just like Indiana Jones gets a touch-up for a few days before the bulk of the Christmas season. I'm guessing Incredicoaster does as well. And lastly, the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail will close on Wednesday, November 1st at the conclusion of the Halloween season as it gets transformed into Christmas and will reopen on November 10th. A lot of people don't know about the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, and I am trying to educate you all here in these videos. This is a huge, massive national park themed area with a lot of fun kids activities, but there's also fun for adults. But during the Christmas season, they actually have a Santa Claus meet and greet back in here. So if you want to meet Santa, this is the place to do it at Disney California Adventure. Well, that's it for our time here today, giving you a November construction update of the entire Disneyland Resort. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Then consider becoming a member. Just click the join link down in the description. Click this video to keep watching. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.